Dave Lanning welcoming you alongside Rod Harrington to take you through the rest of this quarter-final. So Tabern, Rod, who had a dip in his form around about legs 8, 9 and 10,
100.
coming back into this match, 8-7, just watching Dennis Priestley very careful in the opening 3 sessions. I just got the feeling that he physically was feeling the pace a bit.
Yeah, he might have been, Dave. I mean, it is hot in here. I've got a packed crowd here in the Winter Gardens, but the 2 crucial legs, when Dennis Priestley was 7-4 up, he had 2 darts at double top, and Alan Tabern took out 100, and the very next leg, Dennis had left 16, and Alan Tabern took out 120 to get himself back to 7-6, and if he'd have lost them 2 legs, I think we'd have seen Dennis Priestley push on and win this game quite comfortable. But Alan Tabern, he does know how to grind a result out now, Dave. He's a fighter on this big stage.
45.
And still to come on this Super Thursday. Coming next, Matt Clark, the surprise packet against the reigning champion, James Wade. That's next up at the Winter Gardens. Priestley then, this methodical marksmanship, takes his time
58.
against Tabern. Far, I don't get the feeling that Tabern's too happy about the pace of this match, but with Priestley, well, Rod, you know what's coming, don't you?
Well, exactly right. I mean, Alan wouldn't have played Dennis too often, you know, not only on the big stage, but obviously in the tour events, and Dennis is a slow player, but that's the way Dennis plays, and some players find it very hard to adapt to that pace. You know, they're not getting to the hockey quick enough, they can't find a rhythm, and there's been many a man that's lost to the Priestley because of that rhythm.
And Tabern here could get back on terms. 9-9. Won't be too concerned about those 3 rather erratic arrows, because Dennis Priestley is a long way back here. Remember that it was Priestley early on who led, then Tabern, and then switched back. It's been a roller coaster ride, as we had envisaged. Best of 31, first to 16. And we're getting into the Tattenham turn, Rod, and heading for the winning post, and I wouldn't care to gamble with any degree of confidence about the outcome of that, but Tabern now is beginning to flex his muscles back on terms thanks to that dart in 9-9.
Yeah, it's been a pretty solid game, Dave. I mean, they're both over 93 averages, they've both got a good percentage on doubles, both got 12 140s each, and as I said before, them 140s are the ones that, in my opinion, win you the matches. 180s win you the legs. Consistently on them 140s are the things that are going to win you the matches and the tournaments.
Yes, absolutely nothing in the averages, just a few decimal points, and not a great deal in the checkouts. 44% from Priestley against 50 for Tabern, so you can understand why they are locked together. There are those averages. You can see just 0.77 between the pair of them.
Yeah, sometimes the averages don't tell the true story, but in this case it tells the exact story. Level pegging, averages around the same as you said, Dave. As Dennis Priestley fills it up for his second 180. Dennis has got 2, Alan Tabern on 3. And Dennis, he has dipped a little bit in that 3rd session, and he needs to pick it up again. And as you said, Dave, the longer the game goes on, you have to probably then favour Alan Tabern.
But Priestley in front here with the throw, due mainly to that maximum 180 in his last
65.
throw. Terrific crowd in here. The weather is summery at last out on the promenade along the Golden Mile, where even the seagulls are wearing sea shades today, Ron.
85.
Yeah, it's a cracker outside, lovely and warm, and I can assure you on that stage we're reaching 100 degrees. And there's Dennis Priestley. The concentration, that hasn't moved in the last 20 years that I've known him, and nor's the throw.
you could liken Dennis Priestley, I think it was Gary Player, they said he almost developed self-hypnosis when he was playing, and Priestley has that similar kind of ferocious focus. Priestley should go back in front here, thanks, as we mentioned, to that 180 just midway through the leg. 56 for 9-8. First to 16, remember, we still have a distance to go here. Double top for Dennis Priestley. Oh.
Well, that's a country mile away, not even a good guide, but he's got to come underneath that, and that one is in dead centre, and you can see what it means to him. He's 9-8 up, he knows he should be a few more up, and crucial legs in that third session. You can see Dennis looks a little bit tired there, Dave.
I think he does.
It's hard work.
I think he does. I think you're right. I think we all know he's had his problems health-wise. Well, that's a very healthy return from Tabern there, 180. And you just get the suspicion that the longer these matches go on, the more that Dennis, at 58 years old, will feel the pace, but he's certainly showing any signs of it here.
140.
Well, he'll feel the pace, but you know, he knows how to grind a result out and be in there, and that's the fourth perfect dart for Tabern. Just a little bit low on the fifth.
140.
But he won't worry about that. He's at a 140, so he's in real command in this leg, and he's got to hold his throw. You can't, when you start coming to the end of the game, or the back end of the game, you must not give your throw away cheaply. You've got to keep winning it.
Well, the Sun newspaper this morning quoted Alan Tabern as the best bet of the day at 11 to 8 on to beat Priestley. I just wonder what the experts would be saying right now.
Well, I certainly wouldn't put a penny of my money on this game at the moment, Dave, to be quite honest, because I could not pick the winner. You know, you can make good things for both players, but at the end of the day, it's the person that can hit that outside of the board, I think, will take out a big shot in the latter part of these legs.
Yes, we need a little inspirational patch from either player right now, and that could propel them into the semi-finals and guarantee £17,000. The difference between winning and losing is 5,000. And Tabern squares it up again. Money at the moment, you'd be thinking of that kind of double.
Yeah, no one seems to be making too many mistakes on their throw. You know, they're winning their legs quite easy. Well, certainly the last two legs have gone that way. As Priestley fills it up again. That's his third 180. We see this dart going. We see that going, and see the flight guided that dart into the treble. It could have hit the flight and gone low, but the fins of the flight guided it into the treble. Good camera angle, that.
Yes, BAFTA Craft Award. There are the tons table. Not a great deal to choose between them. Tabern just edging the ton pluses, but after that, just almost levels your devils.
137.
It is developing, is it not, Rod, into a real solid old slugging match. They're hitting, and they're hitting hard, and they're hitting cleanly, and they're hitting crisply, and it would take a bold fellow indeed to wager on the outcome. It just depends who might have the last little extra in the tank.
Well, it's going down the road, Dave, that to break a throw, it looks like you're going to have to throw a 12 darter, because, you know, Priestley won his in 15, Tabern won his in 15, and now Dennis has won in 84 after 9, so it doesn't look like he's going to give this leg up. So then 12 darters have got to come against the throw.
81. Dennis required 84.
Treble 20 for double 12 for Priestley to once again get his nose in front. That's the treble. Now the double. And that's again Priestley inching ahead.